Wow, it is so beautiful from up here. So today we're going to be talking about weather balloons. Okay, guys, I think I'm ready to come down now. Guys? Balloons have certainly been a hot topic over the last few weeks, so I want to take the opportunity to explain what a weather balloon is and also their importance in weather. And no, this is not a weather balloon. This is a weather balloon. In simple terms, a weather balloon is used to gather weather data above the surface. And due to how complicated the weather is, it is important for us to measure this weather data for reasons that I will talk about later. Worldwide, there are over 900 stations that release weather balloons into the air, most of which are in the Northern Hemisphere. Meanwhile, closer to home, the National Weather Service launches these weather balloons twice a day at 0 and 12 Zulu Time at 92 upper air observation stations across the US and its territories. Now, what on earth is Zulu Time? For those who are unfamiliar, Zulu Time is also recognized as Greenwich Mean Time or Coordinated Universal Time. So if you're on the East Coast of the United States, 0Z will be at 7 or 8 p.m. depending on what side of daylight savings time you are, whereas 12Z is at 7 or 8 a.m. In certain cases, additional weather balloon launches may be done during a different time of the day if there is a high-impact weather event like a blizzard or a major hurricane that is on the horizon. Now, what goes into making these weather balloons? The balloons are made up of latex or synthetic rubber and are filled with either hydrogen or helium. When the balloons are blown up, they're about 6 feet wide. Attached to the weather balloon is a small instrument package called a radiosonde. As the balloon rises through the atmosphere, the radiosonde suspends about 85 feet below the balloon. The radiosonde will measure temperature and relative humidity, and then pressure, wind speed, and wind direction are calculated. And then the balloon's position is tracked using GPS. Commonly, all of the data collected is referred to as sounding data. The weather balloon rises for about 2 hours and makes it all the way up to the stratosphere, which is about 20 miles above the Earth's surface. At this height, the balloon will expand to the size of a 2-car garage. And eventually, the balloon will pop and the attached radiosonde will slowly fall back towards the Earth's surface with a small orange-colored parachute that initiates after the balloon pops. When the radiosonde lands, it could be anywhere from 100 to 200 miles away from the launch site, which could even be in your backyard. If you do come across a radiosonde, there is no need to panic. You can safely recycle it or dispose of it. The sounding data gathered from radiosondes can be used in a variety of ways. One, it can be inputted into computer-based weather prediction models like the GFS or European model, or it can be also used in local severe storm, aviation, and marine forecasts. And then finally, it can also be used for weather, climate, and air pollution research. Sounding data is also plotted on a fairly complex but very valuable chart called a Skew-T. Skew-Ts provide an abundance of information for meteorologists that can be helpful in real-time forecasting for tornadoes, severe storms, or when trying to determine precipitation type during a winter storm. So as you can see, the data collected from these weather balloons are quite important, and they help meteorologists shape the forecast that they send to you every day. Thank you for joining me today. Hit that like button and leave a comment if you liked today's video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more weather-related content. Thank you very much again, and I'll be sure to see you soon.